Hey guys, this is Lisha and Andy here. I'm in my car at work, but I just forgot that I had another sign and synchronicity that I wanted to explain really quickly for my own personal twin flame journey, being in a celebrity twin flame connection. And I wanted to come on here and tell you guys about it because it is truly an amazing sign and synchronicity that I forgot about. And so I wanted to share with you guys. Hopefully, you've had a chance to see what my channel is all about and to look at the last video if you haven't had a chance to go all the way through it. I really encourage you to do so. It's very eye-opening as far as a lot of the things that I experienced on my journey, and as I watched it myself, I started to really pick up on a lot of things that I forgot about that I even happened on my journey. So it was just one of those things where as I had left this particular one out, so I wanted to come on and do another video, a brief video to share with you guys one more major sign and synchronicity that I had on my journey. So I was talking about in my last video the fact that I had to deal with several of the generational curses that I had in my own family. So this was very, very critical for my healing. And if I hadn't dealt with these on my own, in a state of solitude or, and separate from my twin flame, then they would have never been able to get fully healed and work out the way that they did, as far as me reconnecting with my family and having that big kind of reunion with my family even. So, I had been in a situation where I was with a current partner and I was away from my family. I only probably saw them a total of about 4 times during that 20-year period of time. And I only, I would talk to them on the phone only occasionally. And sometimes, I would go over a year's period of time without talking to them. And so, I had lost connection with them. And this was before I was awakened spiritually. And so for me to be able to be triggered into this spiritual awakening by me coming to know who my twin flame is, it also caused me to heal every aspect of my life, every aspect, and that includes family. Okay, so I had the opportunity to really get back together with my family, and I felt different, because I had to heal from a lot of the things that had happened to me while I was in my family. And so, there weren't easy things to heal from, but because I was on this spiritual journey, I was able to go through the pain alone and to heal from it and to do my prayers and meditations that would help me to really come to know that I am not, what was done to me. I am who I am, and I am still a vessel that can be used to bring love and light into this world. And so, and even that includes for my family. I have siblings that, I care about, and I want them to know that it's okay, to open up to me. And, so before, I had lost touch with them as well, because of the fact that I had grudges that I was holding against some things that had happened with my parents. And so I was suffering with my relationship with my siblings and also with my relationship with my parents, because I wasn't allowing myself to really open up and talk to them freely and express to them who I am, and also be able to talk in such a way where it wasn't confrontational. And that took a long time for me because of the things that I had gone through. There was a time period when I was with my current partner that I was being very confrontational. But after I healed, I was able to forgive a lot. And I was able to forgive in such a way where it was a powerful forgiveness that allowed me to open my heart up and to really experience love in a way whereas I could even love, after some of the worst things that could happen, happened to me. So I was able to love and to forgive and to go and speak to my family and be there for holidays and not feel, anxiety, not feel threatened. I was able to keep my peace. My relationship with my mother became much more strong, and, even with my father. And so the synchronicity and sign that I got, which was at different periods of time across this last three years, I would say, when I was reconnected with my family, I went to visit them each. I have family in Northern California, and then I have family members on the East Coast, and then another one is in San Francisco. So, so I was able to go and visit them all at their different respective places. And so the first time that I experienced the sign of synchronicity was when I was visiting my mother and my father, and I was at their house, and my mother and I went somewhere, and she was in her car and she was driving me, and all of a sudden, like I told you guys in the last video, my family is very religious, or used to be very religious. And so at the time, they weren't ever allowing me to listen to like R&B and a lot of different types of music. Well, for this particular time, my family had gone through changes just as much as I had. And so my mother was also starting to listen to more of the mainstream popular radio. And so it was just kind of amazing to me that, all my life growing up, they were all about church music, and never ever kind of caught them ever doing anything, other than that. And so to hear her in the car, to be in the car with her and hear her playing music that I didn't typically hear her playing was amazing. First of all, that was amazing to me. And then that she felt free enough to do that, and to be free to do things that she always wanted to do with me, it was just a good thing, a good feeling for me, And so as we were riding in her car going somewhere, one of my Twin Flames songs came on, and it was so emotional for me. I just kind of sat there kind of freezing in my space, and my mom, I think my mom was talking to me at the time, and I just kind of like, could not focus on anything she was saying, because my Twin Flames music came on the radio. And it was like, I think it was like Sirius radio or something like that she played. And so it was like, I just never would expect his song to come on the radio, because it was just so, and I get emotional thinking about it, because it was just so not typical for his particular music, especially. And for her to be having the radio on and to have one of his songs come on, it was just amazing. So that happened in her car when I was visiting her on one occasion. Well, then it so happened that I was also, my brother, I have two brothers. One of them lives in the same town as my mom. And so I was in his car on a different visit. And well, actually, he came down and we were going to San Diego. And so we were going to San Diego, and we were visiting other family members in San Diego, cousins. And so he came to pick me up in LA, and we drove to San Diego. And all the way to San Diego, his song, my Twin Flame song, comes on the radio. And my brother also likes a different style of music. I'm kidding. My angels are like hugging me and giving me goosebumps right now, because they're like telling me that this is, such a, sign that I picked out for myself. Like I said, my higher self was, and my twin's higher self was coordinating all of this, and so on the way to San Diego, my Twin Flame song came on the radio, and it was the same song that had played on my mom's radio. Okay, the same song. Now, he has lots of songs, but the same song played on my mom's radio that played on my brother's radio. And so I was also like taken aback, and just kind of like, whenever his song come on and I'm in the car with my brother is more hip to different kinds of music, but mostly reggae. And so that was not the style of song that would tend to come on the radio on this. My Twin Flame song was not going to fit that kind of music. And so for it to come on randomly on the radio was just crazy. I was like, and my brother, he might have flipped the station, but he was the whole way down the trip to San Diego, he was listening to reggae music, and then I think he flipped the channels, and then my Twin Flame song came on, and it just blew me away. My heart stopped, everything stopped, and I was just amazed. Okay, so that was another experience. Then I went to visit my sister, who lives all the way on the East Coast, on another occasion. This is all, like I said, over the course of the last 3 years. Okay, but as I'm healing these generational curses and becoming closer with my family, each of them living in a different city, and one of them even on the other side of the country, I'm healing things in the family, and this is the sign for me that I'm on the right path, and that they're all being able to open up more to me now, all being able to feel more free with me, and to be able to see that these things are happening for a reason, and that they see the change in me. I'm able to help them grow and heal, because just from my presence being there with them to show them that I'm not a threat and that they can be themselves around me, we're all growing together. Okay. And so it's very important on your journey to be able to forgive and heal everything, so that you don't hold any grudges against people, especially in your family, because they need to heal too. And the only way they're going to feel safe to do so around you is if you have let go of any grudges or past traumas and have truly healed from it. Okay. I'm not saying that everybody's situation is going to work out perfectly, because I still had rocky moments. I still had bumpy moments, headbutting moments with people, but in my families too. But, for the most part, we've been able to smooth things over and to continue to go on and to still remain in communication. So I was in the East Coast and I was visiting my sister, and I was in her car, and she was driving me around town, and my Twin Flame song came on. The same song, y'all. I'm telling you, it was the same song. And it stopped me in my tracks again. I couldn't breathe. I was just like, whenever the song came on, I don't know what else was being said to me by the person that I was in the car with, because I could not focus on anything else. This particular song was significant. This particular song was showing me that I'm on the right path, and it was just a blessing for me. And I was emotional. I was tearing up. I was trying not to show that I was tearing up, because, like I said, my family still does not know to this day who my twin flame is, or they don't even know that I'm on the twin flame journey. So, for me, for the most part, this is a private thing that I'm allowing myself to experience. And until the right moment, when I will reveal whatever I need to reveal to my family and to whoever else I choose to. But that happened with my sister and in her car, on the East Coast. Okay. So that was another moment, for me. And then I go to San Francisco and I visit my other brother in San Francisco. Guess what? Again, in the car, he was driving, and my twin flame song came on. The same song, y'all, the same song. And so I just was like, this is a sign. This is a sign that I'm healing my family. We're healing together. By me going to visit each of them in their own homes, in their own cities, it was just a peaceful thing for me to be able to really know that whatever light that I'm bringing into their lives is allowing them to heal as well. And you should know that you and your family are protected on this journey. You and your twin flames family, your twin flame, your children, everybody that is around you and that is truly close to you are protected on this journey. And so that when I say that, I mean that you are, spiritually connected with them, and your love and your embodying that unconditional love that you have for yourself and for them will spread into their lives and allow them to heal whatever they need to heal. And no matter what happens in their lives, whether they pass away or whether they are on this journey, on their own respective journey, and they may go through bumps and bruises too, their lives are not going to be as traumatic after being around you, because they're going to have the peace to be able to deal with things. They're going to have the ability to talk to you about things that they need to get clarity from. And they're going to really, really be able to open up to different things in their lives that are going to help heal them as well. And so you guys are all protected in that sense, in a spiritual sense. You don't have to worry about where they're going to end up, because no matter whether, things happen, and, yes, things will happen. And yes, there will be times when people will pass away from our lives and we won't be able to experience them anymore. But, I'm getting emotional because this is truly something that Spirit has laid on my heart to say to somebody out there who has gone through, loss of a family member or friend. But they are in a good place, and you should know that, because now you are on a spiritual path that shows you that this is not the end, okay? And that anything that happens, and they will remember and cherish whatever love that you've shown them in the brief time that you've been able to spend with them. So fast forward to my situation with my father. Now, this was probably the toughest and most roughest situation that I could have, expected anything to happen in. But I saw changes in my father, and he was probably the last one. But there have been changes in my father. He went through an illness that I had to help him through. And while he was going through this illness, he had to be in a remote location. And I had to go visit with him at this location. And once again, I was in his car. And this would have been the worst, not the worst, the most difficult experience with my father, because he was a minister and he was always, very strict and never listened to this kind of music. To be in his car and to be able to hear one of my Twin Flame songs come on the radio, and it was a different song, but it was another spiritual song that really touched my heart, and it was like such, it was the right song at that moment for me to hear, and it was just amazing to me. I actually cried this time. My dad probably didn't see the tears because I was looking the other way, but I cried this time because my dad was going through an illness and I was helping him, and I was having to heal from whatever was going on within me as well. And this song came on the radio, and it was my twin flame. It's kind of like his higher self communicating with me. Everything is okay. You're gonna be okay. I love you. I'm seeing what you're doing. You're on the right path. You're doing a great job with your family. You're healing your family ties, and you're healing the generational curses in your family. And so it was just a beautiful experience for me. I wanted to share this with you guys. I had to come on here and tell you guys about this, and to let you know that this is the kind of beauty that you will see, transpiring on your journey as you start to live more and do things in spirit more, and to have, relationships with people, even though you may have had, some very bad experiences in the past. You're going to be able to embrace unconditional love to a point where you can forgive everything. Even with your twin flame, they might have done things to you that might have really hurt you, but you're going to be able to forgive everything and to be able to move on. And their higher self is going to send you these signs, just like my twin flame's higher self sending me these signs, showing me, you know what, I love you. I see what you're doing. I see how beautiful you are, and how you're opening up and allowing your family to heal because of the fact that you're healing. You're allowing them to also heal at the same time. And so it was my sign. It was my sign, and my personal sign that I wanted to share with you guys. And I just thank Father, Mama for everything that I've been able to experience on this journey. I feel so blessed. I feel so amazingly grateful for every experience. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe, share my videos with others. Please go to the playlist and look for the videos that will help you on your journey while I'm away for this next month. And like I told you guys, I'll continue to post short videos as much as I can, but I'm going to be taking a break from the longer videos, all right? But I love you guys so much. I hope this gives you encouragement and hope for the future, to know that everything is going to work out okay. Your signs and synchronicities are specific to you, and I hope you cherish them and always are being thankful and giving thanks for every experience that you have like this. All right. I love you. Take care. Take care of yourselves. Love yourselves. Heal and be well. Bye.